Alright, I just found this laying here on this beach, and man, that's an odd little set of teeth, isn't it? Look at that, that's very tiny. I'm gonna take it, that's kind of cool. I don't know what that's off of. Maybe some kind of little weasel or something, I don't know. Well, anyway, later. Alright, I'm right where the eagle was at. And look, he annihilated this one since I've been here yesterday. He's probably ate this morning. Look, he just tore it up. Man, he's eating a lot of fish. He's a big bird. I'm fortunate to be able to see stuff like that and be out like this. I know it. I'm very fortunate and lucky. You know, even coming once a week is a plus for many people, and I get to come every day. I do it because, you know, you only have so much time here. I want to make the most of it and find everything I can. So that's why I'm out. Get out early and get home before noon so you can still get a lot of other stuff done. I'm gonna get down here and start sifting and go for a couple hours and see what I can get. There ain't much laying out, so after you surface on a place every day, that's why I don't find a lot of points laying out unless I walk new spots. Well, anyway, I'll get back. This ground looks good, but like I said, I surface on it maybe down this other way. I'll get something laying out, but who knows. Got a little rain too. You can see the beach is wet. It rained last night, and it put the water up about this much higher than it was when I was here yesterday. But the water was down low, so like where I dug the E-knots down farther the river, I can go there and sift again, which I will probably do today, because that's a heck of a piece. But at any rate, I won't bore you with BS talk. I'll just get off here and get busy and try to find something for everybody to see later. Right, not doing too hot today, but I'm right in where I found the E-knots. I thought I'd come back, and right in here's the log, and you can see I've scraped almost everything off to the base clay and sifted all of it, and there was only one point here, and I found, let's see, a couple flakes of flint. There's not much on these sites, these old ones. That, you know, that's an old piece, and that might have been the only thing here that come out of the bank. Might have just been with the fire pit. But I'm still picking around in here. There's probably more artifacts here. You can't get them all, but I can get 90% of them probably. I'll get back. I've about got this place wiped out to where there's nothing else. I was hoping for another E-knots or thieves, but don't look like it. But you got to do all this sifting to get the good stuff. I'm in a good spot. I'm sifting right up in here, and I can just tell from the shovel that the stuff going in it. Listen to this. Hear it? That little layer, I peeled off a little, and I got a point doing that. It's broke. I saw it right on my shovel. Little 4-inch triangle. Man, look at that little spur on it. It's like it's sharpened in there. Man, that would have been nice. Probably shot and impacted and it snapped like that. Would have been a nice one. Real thin, 4-inch point triangle, Madison tape. Later, here's what I'm up to so far. A broken triangle, real nice piece of Carter cave, a little jaw, some flakes. There's black Kanawha, and that might be Coshocton. This is a tan river pebble. That's a tan river pebble. But I'm going up to sift a little bit where I found the CLOVIS point, and after that I'm just going to call it a day. After an E-knots yesterday, it's a shame that's not a hole. That would have been a day maker, but it's still pretty cool to go with the other ones from here. Later. I'm going to give you guys a shot of the bank here on this site. I haven't shown this before. It's a little bit different. The bank's real hard clay stuff. It's not sandy. And all the stuff's laying right at the bottom. It's sliding down the slope. You can see it right in here on the beach. All the gravels. I think it's the ancient riverbed. The river changed course. It's moved left to right over 10,000 years. But the reason why I'm finding down that way, I found that Snyder's Point. There's Fort Ancient stuff down farther, but the paleo site's up here on the end. And there's so many time periods because this is an ancient river crossing. You can't tell now, but the Indians crossed this. This was one of the places. This is a pool below the river crossing, right where they crossed, and it would have been beautiful. And you know, the Indians came across the river. A lot of them did. Look at all the gravel on the beach here. It's just loaded. There isn't much flint in it, but I've never found much here, but I'm on the points. I'm averaging a point a day here if I sift. You know, I got another one today, but it's broke. But, you know, that's the third Fort Ancient from down that way. I found those other two right down there where that one was at, pretty close to it. So there's definitely Fort Ancient stuff. There's Hopewell and Adena stuff down that way. And there's Paleo stuff and Thebes. You know, just everything's here. It's hard to get it, but I'm going right in here. This is good paleo area. This is right where I found the cloves point and that knife and all these tools. Well, anyway, later folks. I'm back home. I found some stuff today, but nothing great. You'll see it at the video previously. I just grabbed these things because I like to put all this stuff in cases. Here's 3 of the recent triangles I found. And here's a broken one from today. You can see it's about the same, it's probably the same material. I found it, I don't know, 10 yards from that one. And this one came from real close, and this is from another site, but I got another triangle. It's given a pretty good representation of those. This one's a little bigger and it's been impacted, I would guess. Here's other stuff in there I found, but yesterday I found an E-notch. I left some stuff out of the video, like the age and stuff, so here's another one I found. It's made of classic Crooksville chert. It's really got the key notches in it, and it's really polished, and it's really beveled. The one I found yesterday is made of black Kanawha chert. It's not really ground. It's got very light grinding on the base and no bevel. But the E-notches, I have other ones that are not beveled. Really happy to get this. You can see the key notches in it there, especially on the right side there. You can see the little nipple. You can see some of it there. It's definitely what it is. It's an E-notch, and they're extremely rare. They date from about 10,000 years before present to about 8,000 years before present. So that was a heck of a day. These are all points I found in this case. It's just recent stuff. Here's some stuff from recent and the past. I found all these Kanawha points together on video, and this is a rare type for me. They are scarce for me. Got this one, this winged one, this beveled one. It's made out of jewel grade material. It's really translucent. And in the late 90s or mid 90s, I found this one on the same site and went back and dug and started finding all this other stuff. There's a Kanawha one too from the same place. There's a Kanawha bifurcate. Lost Lake. It's made out of Coshocton flint. My dad found this one laying out. It's a beauty. That's probably a Thebes or a Dovetail. I found this laying out the same day that I found this Crooksville chert Thebes laying out on the same beach. Imagine both of those laying out. I would say I found these both on a day about 1999, 1998. I found these on a place I look on video, laying out. Here's a nice paleo lancelet. Here's one. I found this one in my sifter. This is a smoker. It's real nice black flint, and it's paper thin. It's an awesome piece. Kind of coffin shaped. It's nice. Oh, big meadow wood drill. There's a couple big Hopewells. You know, I bought this point, but it's real. It has like a Butler COA, and I think it has a Jackson Gallery C. It's dual papered by 2 pretty good papers. That's a beautiful McCorkle. Look at that material. I think that's the only, and these are the only 2 purchase points in this frame. Everything else is personal funds. I just put these in there because I'm out of space. I haven't bought points for a long time. I can find enough stuff that I don't need to buy stuff. There's a meadow wood knife. See how one side's straight and this side's kind of curved. We've been hacked. But this is this stuff. Let's see. Nice triangle there. There's a Jack's Reef. I found this in a creek. Actually, the creek that I chiseled that rock out. I found this Jack's Reef in that creek, maybe 25-30 yards away where I was chiseling that rock. There's a broken lance. I found this on video. It's great Coshocton. Just lots of cool stuff, and this is really why I got this stuff out. This Enoch, I can't even believe it. Look at that. I got 2 of them now out of scarce material. Try to find another Crooksville chert Enoch that's translucent, high grade Crooksville chert. Look at that. It's just a smoker. You know, it's just classic Crooksville. It's got these orange spots on it, and you know, these are both rare chert types, Black Kanawha and Crooksville. This one was found in Ohio, but directly across the river from where I found this one, and maybe south 20 miles. So this was an Ohio one, and this is a West Virginia one, but the only thing that separated them was the Ohio River. There's lots of stuff here. Nice wide base, broad base, big sandy. That's really cool how that's all sharpened down. I found this laying out in the 90s. Just lots of cool stuff. Well, anyway, all I found was this today and some flint. Can't find stuff every day. I wish I could, but it's just how it goes. I'll be out again tomorrow. Video in a few days. Later, folks.